The central sun is permeating this solar system and planet Earth with exotic particles of high frequency, gamma photon plasma light on a steady basis now, and as these inbound powerful 5D, gamma light rays impact and penetrate Earth's atmosphere, they are affecting all the beings of Earth, in a profound way, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Bursts of these high vibrational cosmic rays coming into Earth have been measured by Earth's Schumann resonance to vibrate in the 40 to 100 Hz range. The gamma state of consciousness, bliss and superhuman ability, resonates between 40 to 100 Hz. The lower boundary of the fifth dimension begins at exactly 40 Hz and the upper boundary ends at exactly 100 Hz. A dimension is not a place, but a state of being or consciousness that can and will manifest itself as a perceived reality. This new higher dimension of reality that is manifesting on the planet is what we call the new Earth and Heaven. It is the long-awaited golden age and a new era of light for humankind. The event 2020 culmination is the grand evolutionary moment called the Ascension, when humanity moves fully into this new beautiful celestial world right here on Earth. The data contained in this transmission, as well as many past direct channeled transmissions, indicates in every way that this spectacular event 2020 culmination will occur in only a few Earth months, on December 21, 2020. This is the time spoken of old by many prophets and visionaries, when humanity would begin moving from the long period of cosmic darkness into the blinding new light of the Golden Age. Return to Lemuria. In ancient times, the Lemurians came to planet Earth through the solar portal, first in non-physical, etheric bodies. These etheric beings started breathing in the prana food of the thick atmosphere of the planet, and soon after began ingesting fruits, seeds, nuts and other natural earth energy foods, and eventually developed physical human bodies. These celestial space travelers settled in Hawaiian Lemurian monasteries and temples, where they meditated daily, worked in their advanced laboratories, and recorded every detail of their cosmic journey to planet Earth in both the Akashic records and in written manuscripts. These written Lemurian manuscripts were closely guarded and passed down through the Great White Brotherhood, from generation to generation, and still exist today. It is said that anyone who gazes upon the treasured Lemurian scrolls with a sincere heart will experience a deep stirring of ancient memories, and as the Lemurian Akashic data begins downloading into the soul, a grand awakening begins at once, inside the one who seeks divine knowledge. The one who takes in this ancient knowledge cannot deny its divine and authentic power. Many of us clearly remember this ancient time because we are these same beings that first came to planet Earth. The memories are stored in our cells, and our Lemurian memories are being activated more and more now as this new celestial light enters our layered bodies. The creators of the Lemurian scrolls focused a majority of their teachings on the importance of the central sun. The central sun was everything to these advanced beings, and as the information enters you, it will become the most important thing to you as well. The Lemurians refer to the central sun as the source of all life, all knowledge, all power, the god of all gods, and the Shivan. The central sun is the hidden sun, the inner sun, and the source of all being, and is the opposite force of Earth's sun. Ancient Lemurian writings speak of cosmic cycles called yugas, which are epochs of time, measured as Earth's galaxy revolves around the central sun. There is much debate and guessing in the 3D world about when the Kali Yuga of darkness will end and the Sat Yuga of light will appear again on the Earth, even among Hindu scholars. Ancient Lemurian manuscripts say the true data about the Yuga ages, in regards to the fifth dimensional central sun, is completely concealed from a lower dimensional view, and the correct data is stored only in Lemurian, etheric, fifth dimensional Akashic records. The full understanding of true time calculations of divine years, celestial years, and even very distorted human years is very different when decoded from this higher dimension. We tell you, do not waste time trying to study this from a 3D point of view, because it is a fifth dimensional matter and this data simply cannot be decoded correctly from the 3D level. The ancient Great White Brotherhood and the Keepers of Time have a saying, Kali Yuga is for hypocrites and fools, they always live in it. The wise and the truthful reside eternally in Satya Yuga. The Sat Yuga will not begin in 2024, 2025, or 2038, or even 400,000 years from now, as some 3D scholars say. It is not so. They absolutely do not know exactly when these cycles began and ended throughout the ages, and most all of them are guessing wildly, in error about when Satyuga of light will appear. The most recent Light Forces transmission received by the Earth Alliance shows that the Kali Yuga of darkness has already ended and the Satyuga of the Golden Age coincides exactly with the new Aquarian Age that will dawn on December 21, 2020. You are close to the true time when you look at the Mayan timekeeping system. The Mayan long count calendar and the fifth sun ended on December 21, 2012. The Mayan sixth sun, the new Earth, began to dawn that day. On the Hindu, Lemurian, calendar, the dark Kali Yuga also came to an end close to that same date. On December 21, 2012, the light of the Hindu Satyuga first began to dawn. Though the cosmic Satyuga light that appeared that day has been building in power on the surface of the planet, it has been obscured from fully entering the Earth. One reason this light has been obscured is because Jupiter and Pluto have been blocking it to some degree to this point, and we are sure you realize there have been great efforts made by nefarious beings to block these solar rays from reaching the surface, even recently. Due to the cosmic alignments of 2020, and especially the ones in December, the central sunlight of the glorious Satyuga Golden Age will be able to fully shine on planet Earth, on December 21, 2020. The cosmic gates will be fully opened on that day, and the most powerful, unstoppable, and blinding stream of 40 Hz gamma light in history will blast through the heavens and flow into the planet. At this point we want to trigger an important ancient memory. Do you remember looking through the square stone holes at Stonehenge and other stone temples, and observatories that you built, at the exact moment when this blinding sunlight appeared in the past? Do you see why you did all of this now? The Lemurians first arrived on planet Earth during the golden age of Satyuga, when the Earth was closest to the central sun. During Satyuga, the planet existed in the highest dimensions. The Lemurian on Earth during the Satyuga era existed in an enlightened, super heightened state of consciousness, and their Kundalini was fully developed. These master beings possessed supernatural, godlike abilities such as being able to fly, immortality, time travel, and teleportation. It is written in Lemurian manuscripts that the central sun is the single source of all supernatural abilities, as well as the source of all life, all matter, and all evolution in this entire cosmos. In the beginning, the Earth already existed in the higher dimensions, and it later descended into a state of darkness as it moved away from the galactic core/central sun throughout the precessionary cycles of the cosmos. According to the cycles of the cosmos, just as the Earth had descended into darkness, it will ascend back into the higher realms of light, and the beings who are living on the planet today will soon ascend with the Earth. Back down to Earth, 2020. Planet Earth is once again moving out of the dark area of the galaxy and is already moving back into the light of the central sun. This is why the Schumann resonance is spiking every few days at the 40 Hz, 5D level. There is no significant solar activity occurring to cause this, and there is no events on Earth that will spike the Schumann resonance to a sustained 40 Hz level. The high vibrational energy that has been showing up around the planet is not coming from the Sun, or other planetary bodies, and is not coming from Earth. This high frequency energy we are seeing and experiencing is coming from the galactic core/central sun. Heightened levels of gamma light are now coming into the layered body system of all beings of Earth and in this cosmos, and science and biology has proven some time ago that gamma light recodes and upgrades DNA, and it does it faster than anything known. In fact, a gamma laser can morph the embryo of one species into an entirely different species within 48 hours. How's that for a fast DNA upgrade? Russian Earth Science has already successfully achieved this DNA transfer and recoding experiment, and though the science is still considered fringe with many implications, it can be done right now on planet Earth. As incoming gamma rays from the 5D, central sun at the galactic core, bombard human vessel DNA, both the starseeds and humans of planet Earth are currently morphing into a divine race where they will soon possess 12 active strands of DNA. The more DNA strands that are active, the higher the level of consciousness. The Grand 2020 Jupiter/Pluto Stargate. Recently, a powerful Jupiter-Pluto stargate opened that is allowing much higher levels of central sunlight rays to come into the planet for the first time in eons. This 2020 Jupiter-Pluto stargate is part of a series of several key celestial events that occur in cycles, leading the planet to a grand energetic apex. This incredible celestial alignment of 2020 is the celestial sign of the long-awaited time of the complete liberation of planet Earth, the grand evolutionary ascension of humanity and the new golden era of light. The planets and stars are shifting into dramatic positions right now, and precession is leading up to something really big that will occur at one grand moment. Match the exact timing of this moment with the end and beginning of major universal evolutionary time cycles and you have something colossal. The celestial events happening in our modern time are part of a grand cosmic process taking place that is building up to peak. It began in 2012, reached its midpoint in 2016 and will end with a great grand spectacle at the end of Earth year 2020. Major celestial events of 2020 leading up to the December 21, 2020 grand alignment. A rare 3,000-year triple conjunction, in a 33-year Saturn-Pluto conjunction. A 13-year Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. The annular solar eclipse, that also happens to fall on the exact same day as the 2020 summer solstice. A 20-year Jupiter-Saturn great conjunction that falls on the most significant solar day of the year, the December solstice. The fact that these unique and powerful alignments are all occurring at the same moment, and coinciding with the ending and beginning of major celestial cycles is incredibly mind-blowing and has powerful synchronistic meaning to say the least. The series of magnificent heavenly events that are occurring will herald the beginning of a new era of light on planet Earth. We know what is coming by what we hear and see inside using our intuition. We know what is coming as we subtly read it from Akashic data streams. We know what is coming by remembering our past and by seeing the future inside of ourselves. We know what is coming by what the alignments of the cosmos say. It's all written clearly as signs in the heavens. The galactic cycles of the past, the present and the future show what did happen, what is happening and what will surely happen again. Understanding and knowing this is why all ancient advanced races of Earth focused so much on the stars. The evolutionary event that is coming is imminent now and could only happen when celestial events are aligned the way they are now to create enough cosmic energy to a major epoch change. These heavenly events are readable, measurable, and predictable. What happens above, happens below. There is nothing new under the sun, and what was, shall be again. We have been here before. Celestial alignments have a direct effect on human evolution and on planet Earth. If a celestial event is fairly insignificant, there is not much effect on humanity and the planet. However, the bigger the celestial event, the bigger the conscious and physical impact humanity and the planet experiences. When powerful celestial events have happened in Earth's past, major events occurred on the planet. The evidence left behind of these grand planetary epochs and changes of the past are imprinted all around planet Earth. Also in the past, when cosmic cycles changed from one yuga to another, celestial bodies were aligned in similar positions to where they are right now, and this is when the most profound evolutionary change has happened on Earth. Here are some major events that occurred in Earth's past during a cosmic cycle shift. Tiamat destruction. The beginning and end of the Ice Age. Prehistoric species extinction. The coming of the Anunnaki. The Great Deluge. Major separation of original single global land mass, Pangaea. Dramatic increase and decrease in size of everything on the planet. Dramatic increase and decrease in human consciousness levels among the past races of Earth. The first created, modern human. The beginning and end of the Lemurian and the Atlantean civilizations.